Does this week feel any different compared to last week?
No, not really. But it's the one that counts now. It's the one that we've been looking forward to. It worked out quite well, the MK Dons game. It gave the boys a lot of game time. It played quite well. Bit of confidence going into. We know it's going to be a difficult game. I went down and watched them. They'll be awkward. They'll be hard to beat. They're big and strong. And if we take them lightly, we'll have a kick in the teeth. So we don't want to do that. We'll make sure just re-emphasise. First game of the season is always. There's lots of upsets is the wrong word, but results don't always go the way people predict. So you've got to put your work into practice as quick as you can. You've got to play with a disciplined, play in a disciplined fashion. But also we want to get out and we're at home. We want to make sure that we, our strikers, our wide players, however we play, can have a big influence on the game. But what we can't do is want to be chasing the game early doors, because they will certainly be very difficult to beat if they get that first goal.
How important is a good start to the season, especially the way that last season ended, just to avoid any kind of a hangover?
Listen, there's no hangover from me. There's, one or two of the players I've seen, because they think it's the right thing to say, that Wembley's still hurting, and it might be, but it's gone. It was last year. It's a new season. We are a new group going again. We've kept the nucleus together, added more quality, and this group is capable of doing what it wants. But we've just got to make sure that we realise every week what it takes. 3 points on Saturday's not going to win you the league. It'd be nice to start to get, but we'll have to have a good performance that can take us into the coming months.
How open can you be about the long-term goals, or do you just really break it down and, I suppose, the old cliche, each game at a time?
Listen, every year you want to progress. Every game you want to get better. But every year, last year we missed out in a playoff final. We obviously want to better that. But there's also 23 other managers probably and squads thinking exactly the same, thinking that should they have a bit of luck, should they start the season well and go on a run, should they have get into a run where they can pick up points early doors, they'll fancy their chances. We're one of them, but there's a long way to. We're not even started yet. Our aim is to do better than last year. It's to keep progressing, and that can only mean one thing.
Dagenham, I'm sure, not tipped as by many people, but then again, you weren't last season, and I suppose opening game of the season, people can be more dangerous than ever.
Exactly. There's no form from pre-season. Do you read anything into it? I'm not sure you do. You just want to go in confident with all your players fit and available, knowing what you've worked to all pre-season is Saturday, but it's the next 46 games as well. It's about team understanding, it's about doing things properly, how you prepare, and this is the first one. And we want to win the game, no doubt, make no doubt about that. We want to go and get off to a good start and show what we're about. But Dagenham won't make it easy. Like I said, I went and watched them. They matched Coventry for effort. They matched them system-wise, and John's a wily old character that he knows the time of day, and the pressure will be on us, if you like. But we're at home and we're expected to win, but it certainly won't be. It won't be easy like that.
Yeah, John's still one of, like you, the longest-serving managers in League Two now, and I suppose he's got to work his oracle again with the young kids there, hasn't he?
He's got some good players. He's got 4 good forward. Lots of good strikers. They're very competitive. They've got good full-backs who can defend. It's going to be a really tough game, and that's the message I want to get across to my players over the next couple of days, that we've got to go and earn anything we get out of Saturday's game, because they won't make it easy for us. They'll make it extremely difficult. But if we're patient, if we play at a tempo that we want to play at, and keep doing what we know we can do, then we have a chance. But we want to get off to a good start, but we also don't read too much into the first game as well.
You talked earlier in the week about how you feel your squad's stronger this season again. You've got probably a harder job picking your 11. How difficult will that be to hand in that team sheet with the 11 starting names on it?
Something obviously we've been talking about, and in terms of where you're coming from, exactly that. I want a biggest squad to pick from. I want as many players putting their name forward, saying, "Listen, I've done enough to warrant a place," and I've got that. But I can only pick 11. I'll pick the 11 that I think's right to go and win the game. And I've said to them all along, and I've reiterated that this week, that we all need to stick together. It's going to be a squad performance throughout the season, and everyone's got to step up to the mark. If they don't play Saturday, don't be down by it. Just work hard and work even harder in training, and when the opportunity comes, take it.
How's Steve Elliott?
He's fine, yeah, no problem.
And Harry Hooman again stepped in last weekend, and I don't think he's let you down yet, has he?
No.
How difficult a decision is that?
I've got lots. I've got them all over the pitch. That's one where Stevie would have played last Saturday, bar having a virus that just sort of knocked him about for a couple of days, and there was no point risking him. Harry stepped up to the mark again, like he did numerous times last season, but particularly the last game of the season. So he's vying for a place big time with them all. They all are. They've all done things in pre-season that's been good. Their work rate, the fitness levels have been excellent. Some of the stuff that we've played has been good. And I've got a tough job picking my team, but that's what I want, and I want that week in, week out.
And everyone fit and well?
Yeah, let's touch wood, and trained for a couple of days now, just finalise everything, making sure that people know exactly what we're after, how we're going to go approach things, and just keeping them bright, lively, and ready to go.
Any movement on the one or two you may need to?
No, thought I had one. Hasn't quite worked out, so we people come and go, and we're happy enough with that. We'll bring someone in as and when.
Thank you. Good luck.
Is
Jeff Goulding fine? He's able to get his boots on?
No problem. Trained hard this week. Done well.
Jordan Hibbert, any decision on him yet?
No.
In all the time you've had at Cheltenham as a player and a manager, despite having success, you haven't had an opening day win yet, so it'd be nice to get that one under your belt, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. I don't think I've had one as a manager, full stop. So it'd be nice to break that. But as long as if we perform well, I want to win. Of course, I want to win desperately, but Dagenham aren't going to make it easy for us. So we'll do everything we can, but it's not the be all and end all.
Yeah, you thrashed them away last season, didn't you? But the home game was quite a tight win, if I remember. 2-1.
Yeah.
They made it quite difficult for you, didn't they?
Yeah, definitely. They'll be well organised. They'll be well set up. They'll be very competitive. They've got people who can hurt you. Like I say, they've got a number of good strikers. If we take them lightly, which we won't, then it'll be a tough game for us. Even tougher than it already is now. So, we've got to make sure that the players just go out with the right attitude. They're relaxed, but they're focused on what they're doing. It's the first of 46. The 5-0 that we got down there, means nothing now. So let's see where we get to over the weekend.
Yeah, from speaking to other managers, and do you think other clubs are going to be a bit more wary of Cheltenham this season because of the season you had last year?
Of course they are. Yeah, of course they are. Than they were at this stage last year. I think come Christmas everyone had realised what a decent set of players we got, and that they knew we were a good side. So of course we are. We're not relegation favourites, but we're not saying that. Even after a decent season and keeping the nucleus of a good squad, we're nowhere near favourites for the division. So that just shows the quality that could be in there. We've got to go and prove that. Probably being middle of the betting market's probably not quite right, but we can only do that by results and performances throughout the coming months.